Hey there, Nakama. Happy Monday to you. Dr. Dave, this is Microdose U, and this is not one of my normal Wednesday or Friday episodes where I give content. This is kind of a Monday announcement episode, so just keep in mind it's just going to be a few little announcements here. Get back to our regular programming every single Wednesday and Friday with a full-length episode with great content for you. But a couple things for you today, just real quickly. First of all, I wanted to thank each and every one of you personally who was on our webinar last week, our microdosing webinar. It was the first one I ever did. It turned out to be better than I ever thought. Tons of you came on, great energy. We answered a lot of questions, and because of that, we have another one scheduled for March 28th, which is also going to be a Thursday. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, same time as this one. I'll try to swap up the days at some point if possible. I'm going to really try to do one a month. But this time, this next one is going to be, I think, even more awesome because we are going to spend a little more time with Q&A. It just seemed like that was the best part of the webinar. I know Dr. Denise and I went over a lot of really good bullet points at the beginning, sharing at least 6 reasons that microdosing could be perfectly right for you. We went through that material. It was really good, but then we got into the Q&A, which I think people really loved. And we could have kept going forever because there were so many questions asked, but we just did not get to answer all of them. So I think this next time, March 28th, we're going to spend a lot more time on Q&A. So if you have any pressing questions, please bring them. We can discuss those live in real time, and there's nothing like doing that. It's really pretty cool. So the link is still going to be the same. So if you want to sign up, I'm going to recommend you sign up earlier rather than later this time because there are a limited number of spots. The platform I use, Zoom, I only get a certain number of spots, and then once it fills up, there's nothing I can really do. So make sure you please sign up earlier rather than later. Reserve your spot. But I do ask you to please, if you are going to sign up, please show up. If you sign up and don't show, it just takes a spot away from somebody else, which is not cool. It's free. So I just trust you that if you are going to sign up, please do your very best to show up and participate, and love to have you there. The link is webinar.davidmatto.com, and I'm going to have that in the show notes as well, so you can just click on it there and go right to it. Sign up. It's free. March 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you do a real translation into wherever your time zone is. Once you sign up on Zoom, it does that automatically for you, but just so you know ahead of time. Like, for example, we've got a bunch of people in the UK that said they couldn't make it because they're going to be sleeping, and I understand that, but hey, this is something worth staying up for. I promise you. Just sleep a little bit in the next morning. You're going to be fine. I promise you. It's going to be well worth it. We're building an incredible amount of momentum. Nakama, I really appreciate it. Secondly, I am looking into launching a Patreon channel. So if you're not familiar with Patreon, it's another platform in addition to my podcast. Patreon is a really cool platform, and I'm going to be able to actually add a lot of cool content that just am not able to do on the podcast. So it's going to be kind of more upper level stuff, probably do a bunch of videos. Some of them will be more like guided meditations, instructional videos, all kinds of really cool things. There'll be more content, and also I'll probably do some guest interviews that I just wouldn't really do on the podcast itself. So look for that. I'll let you know when it's up. Patreon, it's just a platform that you're probably familiar with, but just in case you're not, it's a really cool platform, and we can do some upper level stuff. I'm looking into it. It's going to be just another thing we're doing to help you guys out. We're not stopping. Guys, the energy here, the momentum is unbelievable. Please don't give up. My goal is to have you feel exactly the way you think you should be feeling every single day. And if you think it's not possible, I'm telling you, stick with me. We are going to get you there. And we're going to do it through microdosing. You don't have to do anything crazy. I've got the formula. I've got the recipe. I've got the know-how. And I've got the people that I hang around with are also very, very knowledgeable. And we are all going to get you there. Trust me on that one. Microdose U podcast, Microdose U on Patreon. We've got webinars coming up on Zoom by the name of the Microdose webinar. The one coming up is actually going to be called Microdose webinar number 2. But, you know, not original name, but it pretty much says what it says, and I couldn't describe it any better. Microdosing webinar number 2. That's what it is, and we're going to answer a ton of Q&A for you. Okay, I just want to share that with you. Hope your weekend was really good. I can't guarantee that every Monday I'm going to come on and do some type of an announcement like this. I don't know whether you like these or not. Please let me know. I don't want to waste anybody's time. But if I have an announcement like this that's pretty important, I do want to share it with you. And I also don't want to take up time on some of the regular episodes, because the regular episodes are kind of evergreen. They last forever. And some of the announcements might just get dated. But that's why I'll do these Monday announcements. And, if you want to listen to them, great. If you don't want to listen to them, I totally understand. But either way, stick with me. Got a ton of stuff coming up, and I feel your energy. Nakama. Love you guys. I'll talk to you Wednesday and Friday this week with a regular episode. And I am Dr. Dave. It's Microdose U, as you know.